Hello, my name is Chad Winkle, and I'm the head coach at Marlins North. Today we're going to talk about Dryland exercises, specifically strengthening our core and different exercises we do during Dryland practice. The first thing that most people think about when they talk about their core is everybody always talks about their abs. While your abs are important and a key part, it's not just your abs that we're worried about. Our focus is on the whole area from your chest all the way to your upper thigh, not just in the front, but on the sides and on your back too. Many times people think that if they can do 100 sit-ups, that their core is completely strong. That's not necessarily always the case. We got to strengthen our hip flexors, our lower abs, our obliques, our back muscles. All that together comes together to make a fast swimmer. We do a lot of different exercises. We're going to go over the main principal ones today. Ones that you've probably seen your kids do a bunch of times. Some common mistakes of doing these exercises, and how to do them right, along with some variations through them. We have Tim Williams here showing us planks. Some common mistakes when people are doing planks is their hip position. A lot of times people stick their hips high up into the air, and a lot of times people let them drop down and sag. One of the keys to doing planks correctly is getting those hips in line with the shoulders, keeping the body nice and straight, and engaging the core as you do this exercise. A variation of the plank that we can do to work on the oblique muscles is the side plank. Again, common problems are letting the hips sag low and let that thigh almost touch the ground, or sticking those hips high up into the air and turning more onto your stomach. We want to make sure we stay completely on our side, engage that oblique muscle. To make it harder, you can go one hand up in the air and stretch your body out, put more weight, or you can leave the hand on the side. Common exercises to work out your abdomen and your core are sit-ups. Tim's showing us full range sit-ups with his hands across his chest. Different variations for this with the hand placement, either across your chest, behind your head, or cross-shouldered. As you can see, the movement of the hand makes it a little bit more difficult on where it is and how the weight is dispersed across your body. Tim's showing us the simplest one right now. Some common mistakes of this, especially when kids decide to put their hands behind their heads, are pulling up with their head too much and not leading with their chest and not getting a full crunch in. Also, letting those legs come off the ground too much also messes up our crunches. Another one of the most common exercises for abs are crunches. Right now Tim's showing us how to do them with his hands across his chest. A lot of kids choose to put their hands behind their head. We don't like to do this because it kind of leads towards people doing these wrong, pulling their head out of alignment, pulling with their neck. And from here, you can't really get your shoulders completely off the ground. Hands off across the chest leads to you bringing your shoulder blades completely off the ground and completely engaging that core. Another variation of this is you can grab the medicine ball and do crunches with the medicine ball up above your head. This adding a little more weight to the exercise. Exercise to work our oblique muscles, which is the side of the core. Our oblique crunch sit-ups or oblique crunches. Here, what you're doing is you're pinching your knees and your elbows together. The main focus here is to make sure you're completely on your side. Sit up and get a slight little twist, pinching that side. Tim's going to show us flutter kicking now. This exercise is meant to engage your core, work out the lower abs, the hip flexors, and the upper thighs. Its association with swimming is pretty obvious. This is a motion you do in the water. A couple keys to this: keeping the legs straight, pointing the toes as you go through. A lot of people like to put their hands underneath their lower back for balance. You can also put them out towards your side. Some different variations of this are kicking quicker at the lower end kicking bigger at the lower end. You can also pull your legs up to about a 45-degree angle with small quick kicks or big large kicks. Some of the biggest problems you see when kids are doing flutter kicking are kicking with too loose of knees, or pulling their knees up and just kicking from the knee to the heel. What we want is straight legs, toes pointed. Another variation of the flutter kicking that we talked about earlier is streamline kicking. Here you're up in about 45-degree angle with your upper body, feet just off the ground. Again, same principle with the legs, straight, toes pointed, nice quick kicks. Here we're engaging our upper core too, engaging that upper abdomen, and working on our streamline position. Another common exercise to work out the abs, work out the core all the way around are Russian twists. Here you're engaging your whole midsection in the rotation and your upper thighs with the rotation of the feet. One thing Tim's doing very well that a lot of people don't do is coming all the way around so that medicine ball touches the ground, getting full rotation, full twist, and really engaging the core and working out. Another good exercise are medicine ball throwdowns. This motion not only works out the arms and the shoulders, but it also engages the core as you slam the ball down. The key here is just catching the ball, lifting it above your head, and throwing it down with all your force. A variation of this is Tim's going to step down, and you're going to do speed with a little bit of jump action, and you try and go as quick as you can through this. Doesn't look like much, but it's a whole lot of an exercise. Another common exercise that we like to do that engages the whole core, using the legs, the shoulders, all the way up into the chest, and even the hands too, are in and outs or froggers, probably called a lot of different names. Here the key is pulling those knees all the way into your chest, and bringing those hands in and hugging. Letting your shoulders come back on the relaxing and coming all the way in. This really works the ab muscles, really works the upper thighs too. Another exercise to do is Supermans. This exercise works out the lower back muscles. An important thing to note is that, as we discussed earlier, the core is not just your abs, not just the six-pack that people like to work on. The core involves all muscles from the chest to the thighs, in the front and back. Supermans work the lower back. A couple variations of this. You can go just chest up with legs up, bringing both the knees and the chest off the ground. You can do arms down at your side as you do this, behind the back, and arms up in streamline. Again, the focus here is as your chest comes off the ground, you're making sure you're pulling your whole chest up, and you're lifting the knees off the ground, pinching that back muscle. Another common exercise to work out the back are holds. Here, you're raising your back leg with the opposite arm, coming all the way up and pinching that back, holding for about 3 to 4 seconds, and then switching. This really works the lower back muscle along with the shoulder muscles, holding those arms. One of the more advanced exercises that we do are stability holds. The goal here is to maintain stability through the off-balance nature of hanging from 2 straps. We have 2 handles attached to some rope that are hanging from a pull-up bar. The ropes move, and Tim must maintain his body position while the ropes move and engage his core to keep his body still.